Hi. I know we don't talk too much anymore, but do you remember that weird Minecraft server we used to play? The one with the strange house and the players that never spoke to us? They always seemed like they were in some kind of weird trance they couldn't just leave. I just found a YouTube channel where I'm pretty sure this kid and his friend found the exact server. And whatever's keeping those players online, I think it's back.
This was a message I was sent from an old friend of mine. Reluctantly, I went to the channel and clicked on the first video. Something I wish I never did. It started with the player whose perspective we are watching, Cole, greeting his friend as they both joined the server for the very first time.
Matthew, I want to build a house.
Okay, I will collect some flowers.
Cole begins to gather materials for his house, whilst his friend, who we now know is named Matthew, says he's gonna go collect some flowers. Maybe for some sort of garden? Cole crafts some tools which he uses for gathering some food. And then he stumbles across a cave. Looks normal enough, but for some reason he stares at it, for a while, before moving on. While he was collecting materials, I noticed something. For short durations of time, we can see the server's tab list, which we can use to remember names and faces of players we can see moving forward.
Hello? We are new. Does anyone want to help us build a house?
Which the server responds with complete silence. For a while, nothing happens, and Cole just wanders through the forest. Maybe he's waiting for some sort of response from the other players, until he walks a little bit further and a house is now barely visible through the dense fog. Cole doesn't seem to notice.
Matthew,
Yes?
I found a location. How many flowers do you have?
Suddenly, they both completely pause. Someone online just got an advancement. That's honestly the first sign of life besides the house these two have came across so far. Planning to start on the house, Cole tells Matthew to meet him at spawn.
Okay, come to where we spawned, I will take you. Hi.
The two begin to build their house together, and when night falls, they plan to sleep. Only issue is, still, no one in chat wants to respond to them.
Can anyone sleep?
Hello?
I think everyone might be AFK.
Makes sense.
I wonder who built that house.
It's mine.
For the first time, another player had spoke on the server. Surprised, Cole responded with,
Oh. Can we come in?
Yes.
I see you.
Cole and Matthew approached the stranger's house, eager to meet another player and maybe even make a new friend.
Hello.
Hi.
I like it.
Where's everybody else?
Asleep.
But why is it still nighttime?
This house isn't normal, and this player is just as suspicious. If you didn't catch it at first, the chests in this house are completely glitched, and the furnace is lit, even though it has nothing inside.
It is morning. Don't be rude, Matthew. We are going to build more. See ya.
Bye.
It's hard to tell if Cole or Matthew can tell something is wrong, but regardless, they leave and video 1 ends. After watching, I was left with more questions than answers. First of all, why does no one else on the server even attempt to communicate with Cole or Matthew, except for this Medora person? And why, when asked about it, did they say that the rest of the players were sleeping? Something weird is definitely going on, but to find out what, we have to keep watching.
Matthew isn't gonna be on for a bit. He is at school. But I want to surprise him with a finished house before he gets home.
Cole, wanting to do something nice for Matthew, decides to work on the house by himself and surprise Matthew the fully completed house when he gets home from school. Honestly, it's peaceful watching him build, and a good break from the tense atmosphere.
I see you.
Hiding behind a tree, barely visible, stood Medora, watching Cole, stalking him.
Why are you building alone?
And before Cole can even answer,
Is he at school?
Yes.
how did she know that? I mean, technically it's possible she's assuming, but the fact she knew what Cole's about to say before he could even finish typing is super creepy.
I need to build him a castle later, but if you want, you can start on it.
That's a great idea.
Cole doesn't seem freaked out at all, surprisingly, and even invites her to build with him. But at this point, he knows something is up. Medora was building Matthew's castle completely out of iron blocks.
How do you have those blocks?
I just have them on me.
Okay, I guess.
For now, he ignores it though, as finishing his and Matthew's house is more important to him. Cole, returning with some more blocks for the house, realizes Matthew's castle was almost done. He was sad though because he didn't even get to help out.
Well, I didn't even get to help.
I am all done.
Wow, looks great. He will love it.
It seems like he was going to say something else right there, but then he decided not to. He then heads back inside and finishes the last parts of the house, before ending the recording.
Matthew's room.
In the second video, we learn a couple of things. One, Medora, the player with the weird house, was watching Cole. We don't know why, but we know it happened. And two, we know Cole is starting to feel some sort of resentment towards this strange player, as he might feel they are getting in between him and Matthew. But now that we have that covered, it's time to delve into video 3.
I made progress on the house. Matthew will love it. He should be home soon.
Cole then begins to give a tour of the room he built for Matthew. Then Matthew logs on, and Cole is eager to show him around.
Matthew.
Hey Cole, I just got home.
The two then talk about school, and finally it is time to show Matthew the house.
This looks so cool.
I built it.
This confirms Cole is jealous of Medora building the castle for Matthew, but I wasn't expecting Cole to just straight up lie. Guess he's not a very big fan of her, but the tension between them will only get worse.
Also, I finished our house.
Can I see my room?
Yes, of course.
Dude, what the hell? Why is there bedrock here?
I didn't do this.
Who else did?
Dude, it was not me.
I can't believe you would do this. You know how I feel about this kind of stuff.
Matthew, I promise.
You ruin everything.
Matthew, I swear it was not me.
I hate you, leave me alone.
Okay, so a lot just happened. Cole had literally shown us Matthew's room earlier, and the bedrock was not there. So how did it appear? And what in the world was that sound at the end? Well, for the bedrock, there's only one player that could have been the culprit, and it isn't Cole. If you paid attention, you might have noticed Medora sent him a message telling him to open the door. This could only mean one thing. She set up Cole. She purposely placed the bedrock because she knew that Matthew hates admin abuse, and it would make him angry. The audio at the end of the video is a spectrogram. Basically, an audio file that can be converted into an image. And it says, "It's your fault." Could this be referring to Cole? Probably. But anyways, video 4 starts right where video 3 left off. Cole is clearly very upset. Matthew is mad at him for something he knows he didn't do. He starts walking over to a patch of gravel in search for flint. And then breaks a part of Matthew's castle for some iron to make a flint steel. Safe to say, he is not happy. After watching his build completely burn to the ground, all that's left is the bedrock. The bedrock he did not place. In a fit of rage, Cole runs into the woods. Another player? This wasn't the mysterious girl. No, this was someone different.
Hello?
The player leads him deeper into the woods, and eventually to a cave. The same cave he stared at in his first video. He continues to follow the player into the cave. These players seem to be in some weird state where they have lost all sentience. But if you thought that was it, you'd be wrong. Dead wrong.
What is this?
Don't type in chat.
Why?
Medora is listening.
I was right. Cole was right. He had been suspicious of her this entire time, and now her true intentions are very clear.
What are they doing?
They are stuck here.
Can they see us?
No.
We were just given enough information to get a gist of the entire story so far. Medora either owns the server or has some sort of admin privileges allowing her to access creative mode, which is proven by the stacks of iron blocks she must have used to make Matthew's castle. And of course, the bedrock. Somehow, she is able to control these players into mining bedrock which can't be broken, basically meaning these players are mining forever. Now, the titles of these videos have never really been important enough to point out, but the next video, its title is Run.
She's here. You need to run.
She spotted Cole. She knows that he has seen everything. He continues up the tunnel, blocking behind him, until she gave him glowing, an effect that lets her watch Cole through walls. He picks up the pace, placing blocks as fast as he can in hopes he doesn't end up like the players down below. Right as he reaches the exit, Matthew has logged on.
Matthew. What was that?
Take Matthew and never return.
Cole knows what he needs to do. He's going to get Matthew and escape this place with him. But he was too late. Something was wrong.
Matthew?
Since the video cuts out right before he can talk to Matthew, we can only assume something went wrong. That assumption leads us perfectly into video 6, titled Supernatural. The video begins with Cole surrounded by signs we could only assume he placed, that all say,
It's her fault. I hate her.
Before, we could see the iron blocks were slowly turning into diamond ones, but now it's basically all diamond. Cole stops to type,
I have a plan.
He's cautious with his steps, knowing at any moment him or even Matthew could be in even worse danger.
Listen, Medora, we need to talk. Now.
But we were almost done with our castle.
Right now.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
I have proof you did this.
Cole, are you recording us?
Go away. Leave us alone.
Cole has no choice. He needs to run.
Okay, look, Matthew, please listen
He
to me.
pleads for Matthew to just hear him out, but then he was kicked from the server. There's really only one super important detail in this video, and it's that when Cole swung his axe at Medora out of rage, she didn't take damage, meaning she was in creative mode, confirming she is the owner of the server. But does that mean she is responsible for all of this? We have to watch the next video to find out. This is the strangest title yet. Video 7 is titled The Thing in the Cave, and begins with Cole just staring at the server list screen. He hesitantly joins the server, and soon after, Medora logs off. Cole places a sign and says,
This is the first time I have seen her log off.
He heads over to Matthew's castle, but then is caught off guard as it's completely exploded.
Oh god. She did this. I know she did.
Cole, as a reminder of Matthew, grabs one of his flowers and just watches the castle. A strange noise, and then whispers.
What is that? This cave wasn't like this earlier. Medora, if you are listening, I am not afraid of you.
Something was down there. Something that shouldn't exist. Cole runs back up the cave and escapes as its screams pierce his ears.
I need to get Matthew out of here.
A lot of things happen in this video. The most concerning things are the lights that almost appeared to guide Cole to the cave where he found this entity. You could barely see it, but if you pause the video between the distortion, you can barely see it. And this is probably the weirdest thing I have ever seen in Minecraft. It has multiple arms and has a long, slender body, its eyes locked onto Cole as he ran. Luckily, Cole managed to outrun it and escape, but there's still a big glaring problem. He said he had a plan earlier, but we are yet to see it. And we only have one video left. And to find out how the story ends, the only thing we could do is watch the last video. Almost instantly, I noticed Cole doesn't have the same skin as before. Could this be a part of his plan? After getting some new tools and some signs, Cole explains that
I am on a new account so that she does not notice me. I have a plan.
he runs over to where he stashes items, and he sees them. Thankfully, they don't notice him, and he's able to see when Medora says, "Follow me." She's leading Matthew to the cave. Cole knows this is bad news and follows behind them.
What is this?
She's revealed herself to Matthew, her true form. But it's too late. He's already gone.
Is this where everyone has been?
You can't save them.
No, I can't.
Cole sprints out of the cave. Like he said before, he has a plan. A plan to save everyone.
I will free them.
A lag machine. The reason he took so long to tell us about this is because it had to be perfect. Cole starts getting laggy. The server starts getting laggy. It worked. Everything was frozen.
I need to fess up. It's got a hold on me. I used to see their faces when I sleep, but now they're running far away from me. I need to catch up. I'm slipping far behind. How can
Matthew, I am sorry. I am sorry for lying. I am sorry for leaving you. Now I am saving you.
The players on the server, they joined wanting to have fun and freedom. She took that from them. But now, because of Cole, they are saved.
Adam, I have a feeling something's very wrong. This glitch is more than just a bug in Mojang's code. It's something that was never meant to be found.
What you just heard was a message left behind by a Minecraft player who completely vanished, and the only clues regarding his disappearance come from a YouTube channel ran by his younger brother. The first video begins with a player named Adam, explaining to us that his brother, before going missing, was researching something, and now he was planning to find it. He steps inside the house. He tells us that it belonged to his brother. After showing us around, he walks back outside and then... something was watching him, staring directly at him, not even trying to hide itself. He follows it down into a tunnel he seemingly didn't even know existed. But then... whatever it was vanished into thin air. He turns around, only to find a chest with a sign labeled, "For Adam." We can only assume this was written by his brother. He grabs the book inside and it reads,
Adam, I have a feeling something's very wrong. This glitch is more than just a bug in Mojang's code. It's something that was never meant to be found.
After reading, Adam decides to keep moving forward, only to find the end portal room. Except it was far from normal. A green light filled the room.
This is not normal.
And below the portal was a hole. A hole that completely went beyond the limits of Minecraft, and seemingly went down infinitely, even going beneath Bedrock, which shouldn't even be possible. Adam, wanting to know more, decides to drop a torch down the pit, which truly proves that it leads to an abyss. Seemingly panicked, he decides to block up the hole and run out of the stronghold, ending the first video. The first thing I did when analyzing this video was zoom in on whatever Adam saw at the beginning. It looks to be some sort of dark entity, with these weird vine or root looking things wrapping around it. What it's here for, I have absolutely no idea. And that's basically all the anomalies I could find in video 1. Except there was one more. When Adam was hovering over the pit, he opened the book, and for 1 second you can pause the video to see what the second page of the book said. It says, "We can look at it more after I come home from work. I love you." With a date to the last time Adam ever saw his brother. So, what does any of this actually mean? Well, we know Adam's brother has been missing for a long time, which was confirmed by the date of the book being from all the way back in 2011. The most mysterious part is the entity we saw in the stronghold. Why did it lead Adam down here? It's almost like whatever this thing is was trying to guide him. Guide him to the most important mystery so far, the hole to the void.
This was his house. It was supposed to be his dream home. It has been 2 years since we have seen him. I miss him. I hope he is living the life he always wanted.
Honestly, this video is kinda sad. Adam tells us that this house his brother built was supposed to be his dream home. A representation of what he wanted his future to be like. Future that we don't even know if he ever got to live. We also learned it's been 2 years since anyone has seen Adam's brother. What was that? Adam rushes down into the stronghold. only to find out the hole to the void has been completely opened. And now, Bedrock has begun to grow out of it.
Something is down here. I think it's alive.
To me, it's pretty clear what the second video is trying to tell us. Something down in this void is alive, and whatever it is seems to be spreading. The video starts with Adam heading into the stronghold yet again. He stares into the void and says, we finally learn the name of Adam's missing brother. And then he decides to jump, entering the void, a place his brother should never have discovered. He spots a massive bedrock tree, possibly the origin of the channel name Voidroot.
Hello?
We then get a better look at the entity he saw in the stronghold, but this time there's two of them?
What is this place?
They don't answer him. Instead, they just stare. Adam walks towards a strangely familiar house, but then he realizes, whatever those things are, they aren't just watching him, they're following him. Whatever it is that Simon and now Adam found, they weren't meant to see.
Where is he?
After being creeped out, Adam leaves, and like before, they follow. He walks towards a glowing object in the distance.
Stop chasing me.
The structure seems to be a sheep, and after getting close, he starts to see more strange statues.
What is this? How do I go home? Where's Simon? Where am I?
They captured him. He has nowhere left to run. This video by far taught us the most. Not only did we get the answer to where these entities came from, but we learned what their goal was, to lure Adam down into the void. My only guess is that they have his brother Simon captured. And also, the command block we saw him staring at. The entities almost brought Adam to it like he was a sacrifice. And the mobs we saw before it, they were lined up in order. First, we saw the sheep, then the creeper, after that we got the creaking, and at last it appears to be a breeze. The closer we got to the command block these things are worshipping, the newer the mobs became. What if the command block stands for creation? I mean, we have heard stories of command blocks bring horrifying things to life before, but not like this. This story almost reminds me of Pandora's box. Simon was intrigued when he found a glitch in the code, which he shouldn't have, but he got curious, and it ended up in him disappearing. When Simon disappeared, these entities started showing up and trying to convince others to make the same mistake he made. The most convincing part of this theory, I didn't mention it before, but when Adam picked up the book left for him from Simon, the username of the player who wrote it? Pandora Unleashed. This void unleashed dangerous entities into the overworld, and they are looking for victims to drag down with them. Now that we have an idea on what's happening, we can continue watching. Only we can't. There's only 3 videos on the Void Root channel, and so far I haven't found any hints towards a 4th video. I tried literally everything. Emailing the YouTube account got me no response, so I tried adding the Discord account named Void Root, and after a while of politely messaging them, I finally got sent a new video.
Do not send to anyone.
The video starts with Adam staring upwards. The last time we saw him, he was falling, so wherever he is now is where he ended up. He looks down, and in front of him is himself. A copy or clone. It's posed right in front of him, almost looking sad. It could be some type of mannequin, which weren't added to Minecraft until Snapshot 25W36A, which was just added a couple months ago. But given the old textures and the beta version, this could indicate that, just like the statues, we are in some kind of Mojang test dimension. But that's just a theory. What we do know is that Adam is trapped in some kind of maze that's built like a prison. Maybe this is where Simon has been trapped. We stumble across another mannequin. This time, it seems to be bowing or maybe kneeling. He almost finds an escape, but unfortunately it's one block too short. Finally, Adam has found an escape, but he still needs to look for Simon. Adam finds what looks to be a staircase down. Having no idea where it leads, he decides to go down anyway. By now, we know he will do anything to find his brother. It's another mannequin, but this one has the void roots, just like the entities. What is this supposed to symbolize? Adam, after not getting an answer from the mannequin, decided to jump in the void. What we just saw seems to be the fate of Adam. By jumping in the void, he thought he would be teleported to a new place in the dimension, but instead it brought him straight back to the prison. On screen, text flashes and it reads, "Find us." But this can't be right. There's no way the story just ends like that. So I looked back into the videos. Surely there had to be something I had missed. Lo and behold, an IP address. It was likely to a Minecraft server, so I booted up the game and joined. Okay, this should be the right version of the game. Alright, let's see. Let's see. That's Simon's house. Hold on. I need to get some tools first. Okay, wait, so if I'm in their world, does that mean that I'm gonna be able to go below the void? Like what Adam did? The message was find us, so I assume that's why the IP was left, but let's get a little bit of stone first, just in case we need any blocks. Okay, should be good. Yeah, we didn't really get to see much of the surrounding area in the videos that Adam had recorded, but I mean, it doesn't look like we missed much. It's kind of just this house from what it looks like. This is the place where the enemy was spotted, and also where the stronghold should be. No book. This is exactly how it was in the video. But what? What? Whoa. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. In the video there was Bedrock here. And this is to the void. Why is it gone? No, there has to be something. I don't understand. How is it just back to the way it was? It's all Bedrock. Hello? What? Bro, what is going on? Everything's Bedrock. Except for the house. Simon's house, it's not Bedrock. What does this mean? This chest wasn't here before. By Mojang? Answers.
Looking in the mirror, hating my reflection, shattered into shards for my own protection. The shards lay staring back at me, calling for the blood they released. One mirror turned into many, like the problems that same man in the mirror caused. The blood spilled doesn't weigh for the sins released. Like Pandora's box, I've released every fear. With empty words to others, I shatter the dam, the walls holding back his tears. Like Pandora's box, all that is left is hope. Hope for a better life. For her, for him, for me. Will this end in tragedy? Will I be the last casualty? It was an accident.
No, it wasn't.
I feel bad about it.
No, you don't. But you will. You really think I'm contained to just Minecraft?
When I first found the Pinkery Twist YouTube channel, I just assumed it was filled with your average Minecraft Let's Play videos. But this channel, this player, they aren't normal. In fact, hidden behind these seemingly innocent videos is a dark story. This channel's first video starts with the player joining a world. It's labeled L's World. When we see them join, they already have items, and they go outside what seems to be their house and begin mining a tree. Immediately, we can tell whoever we are watching isn't the original owner of this world. They keep finding trees that are half cut down, and kinda wander around like they don't know where they're going. They begin to check the furnaces and the chests.
not using them for anything, just inspecting what's inside of them. The player goes mining and starts to tell us,
"This is one of my old worlds. I forgot how behind I was."
After, he heads back to the house and for some reason he writes down the coords. If it was his world, why would he need to write down the coordinates to things he should remember building? He tabs back into Minecraft to see it's now nighttime. But wait, when we see the player switch from writing down the coordinates back to Minecraft, we can see a sign for a split second in the corner. A sign we know wasn't there a few seconds ago. If you go frame by frame, you can see what it says on the sign. It says, "I can move." Okay, that's creepy and all, but what does that even mean? What can move? Why is it trying to tell us that it can move? These are all questions I had until I realized something else was wrong with the clip we just watched. When the player writes the chords and tabs back in, they're in a completely different spot than they were a couple seconds ago. And now they're holding signs? Did they somehow place the sign and write the message whilst not even having the game open? Well, we don't really know yet. The rest of the first video is just them mining, and at the end, the player tells us this.
"Thanks for watching. I'll be posting like whenever I have time."
And then, for whatever reason, he types a smiley face, and the video ends. When the video ended, I made sure to check out the YouTube profile a little bit more. The username is PinkeryTwist, but the YouTube handle is @JAllDayLol, so we can assume the player's name is Jay, and that also confirms whoever's world this is, it isn't his. Video 2 begins with Jay joining the world. He does the usual, checking his chest, going mining, until he steps outside and finds something strange. A chest full of build materials. We can see some stone bricks, torches, and logs. This wasn't here in the last video, and as far as we are aware, Jay doesn't play the world when he's not recording. So, how did this get here?
Oh, I forgot I was gonna make a bigger house. I forgot I even put this here.
Okay, so if he put this here as he claims, why did he seem so confused? It's almost like he's lying to us. But why? Jay explores a little bit, finding a village and writing down the coordinates in his notepad again. Wait, you might not have spotted it, but right when he tabs back into Minecraft, you could barely see a chat message. I cannot speak to you. Now we know for sure something weird is really going on. We clearly saw him writing the coordinates down, so we know it couldn't have been him. But if it wasn't him, then who was it? I mean, it's literally coming from his Minecraft account. He leaves the game and closes Minecraft. However, he hasn't stopped recording yet, and we hear this. A Bluetooth or USB device gets either connected or disconnected. We can't really tell. Video 3 begins with Jay logging on in a completely different spot to where he logged off before. And this time he notices and asks,
"Where did the village go? Do those despawn or something?"
Is this guy serious? Anyways, he climbs up and discovers the forest that once covered this entire area is now completely gone. I didn't know forests despawn too. Yeah, that's because they don't. Whatever is happening in this world is making literally no sense. First, it was the signs placing out of nowhere, then it was the chat message, and now entire forests are being wiped off the map. No surprises here though, as Jay pays no attention to it from now on, and decides it would be a nice time to give the house some new floors. But then he finds something, a chest buried underneath the floor. He, like usual, seems somewhat surprised to see this. Inside the chest, however, is hundreds of oak logs. Things are starting to make a little bit more sense now. I'm starting to think this entire thing isn't just some entity haunting his world like the typical ARGs. I think that what's happening is just all Jay. I mean, the logout and login positions being different and the past clues are just too hard to ignore. He even stumbled upon the chest like it was some type of accident. Maybe this entire thing is just him acting confused to trick us.
Okay, sorry, I haven't played Minecraft in a while. Is this like normal? Like, I didn't cut any of that or anything.
After exploring for a bit, Jay stops to save coordinates to a random forest in his notes.
I think this is the right way.
As he's running, we could hear the disconnect sound again. After exploring for a while, he's found a brand new village. This time in the snow. He goes to log the coordinates. He again tabs back into a completely new location. Then he tells us,
Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry, these videos are weird, but I'll be trying to post more. Let me know if my settings are weird or something, or if it's a weird mod they added.
Okay, so this video changes everything. At first I just thought this channel was Jay messing with his viewers, trying to make us think that his world was haunted or something. But that's not it. When Jay tabs out, something flashes on the screen. It's a cipher, and it decodes into "He does not know." At the very end of the video, we get another hidden message, at the very last second. It says, "He will." Putting those together, we get a terrifying statement. He does not know. He will. Something uninvited is living inside his computer. Whatever it is wants to communicate with us. For what purpose, we don't know yet. But that would explain all the anomalies in the world and what's happening to Jay. This thing in his computer moves and does things when he isn't looking, practically messing with him.
Welcome back, everyone. I thought they used to, like, hide things under carpets. Oh wait, is that a witch's hut? This is not my base. Is this like that new mansion they added?
Stumbling upon the structure only made Jay more confused. He mistakes it as a woodland mansion and goes inside. Inside, we can see bookshelves labeled 1 through 8. He messes with the books, then says,
They're all just books? That's so boring. Is this a normal spawn? I don't like this place.
After leaving the structure, Jay decides to go home, and when he gets there, he starts looking at pictures of woodland mansions, which he thinks is what he just saw. There was an image on the screen. It's a pretty clear picture of the bookshelves from earlier. If we order them 1 through 8 and convert the book slots in each to binary, you get a message.
Hear me, he does not know I am here, but you can help.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna call it early. Sorry.
Okay, I have a lot of questions. Why did Jay seal off the mines? And what does the message we got earlier even mean? The message clearly says, but you can help at the end. So does that mean the viewer can help? If so, how? The next video starts with Jay writing a message on the screen.
I noticed while editing that it says I last played today, but this was my first time getting on since the last time I posted. Is it possible I got hacked? I never put on LAN or anything.
Jay joins the world again, and we can immediately tell something's wrong. This is not the last place he logged off, and some of his inventory is even completely missing.
Am I crazy? This is not the first time this has happened. I have no idea where I am. Is this supposed to happen?
Jay tells us he's going to be right back, and when he pauses the game, we can see it start to move for him.
Sorry, there was someone at my door.
Jay decides to leave and rejoin, just to test if he spawns somewhere new. We see another glitch flash on screen. This time, it seems to be Jay's search history. We can see he was looking up things like
How to make a local game stop running when I'm not playing. Weird library bug.
and most importantly,
Why does my Minecraft character move on its own?
this tells us that Jay is very aware at this point that something is wrong with his computer. He has some type of virus or anomaly infecting not just his game, but everything he does.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get home, and I'll post once I have. Sorry again, guys. I might just have to ditch this world. Hey guys, welcome back. So, you didn't see this because it was boring, but I managed to get back home after getting lost in the last video. So now we can keep playing like normal. Anyways, thanks for bearing with me. If anyone has any ideas on what is happening, please let me know. It's really annoying me, and I don't want to have to delete the world because of bugs or something.
We see him join the world, only to be met with a huge castle-like structure and none of his items.
You know, on any other day, this might have been really cool.
He wanders around, looking for anything that might point him towards whatever is happening here. Jay has a bad feeling about the structure and decides not to enter. Then he begins to search for weird-looking structures, just trying to find some sort of normality out of all of this. But deep down, he knows nothing about any of this is normal. Nothing about anything he has experienced over the last few videos has been normal. He looks at images of structures and doesn't recognize anything that looks even remotely similar. He then tabs back into the game. He's now back at his house. He runs inside. It's obvious whatever we just saw, he didn't want us to see. After deleting everything in his notes, he ends the recording. You'd think the video's over, but at the very last second of the video, we get this. We can see what looks to be a gravestone, with a name and date written on it. Lucas Anderson, 2002 to 2025. Maybe this world and house belongs to Lucas, and when they died, Jay took over the world. But why would this be important enough for the virus entity to show us? Unless it's not trying to show us, it's trying to tell us. The reason Jay runs so quickly outside of the house when he sees the grave is because he's terrified of reliving the memories of Lucas's death, because somehow he was involved. And maybe this virus thing isn't a virus at all. What if it's the vengeful spirit of Lucas himself? In the room with the grave, we could also see a sign with a YouTube link. It brings us to an unlisted video. And I think this time, we aren't watching Jay. We are watching Lucas.
I have a present for you. waiting for him. But I don't think he's going to like it. Did you get my messages? Should I leave him right here? No, I need him alive for his presence.
He tells us that Jay is getting on and the video ends. What could he possibly mean when he mentions the surprise? The next video begins with Jay telling us that the last videos were weird and he's not sure if maybe he's hacked or something. Either he doesn't understand the full danger he's in, or he wants to portray himself in a better light, acting like he knows less than he does. And then he tells us he started a brand new world, and that hopefully this one was less glitchy.
This is already a way better start.
If you couldn't tell, his game is getting some coloration effects, and it's not clear if he notices.
I am here too.
And with that, there's one last video in the entire series. But this video explains everything. The finale starts with Jay looking up how to find viruses on his PC and get rid of them. Little does he know, it's already too late. He tries to stop his recording, and it fails. Suddenly, Notepad opens by itself and tells Jay,
You should play Minecraft.
he closes the notepad, but it instantly pops back up. He can't run away. Not anymore.
What do you want?
It's good to see you again.
It was an accident.
No, it wasn't.
feel bad about it.
No, you don't, but you will.
What do you want me to say? Sorry?
Sorry for what? Guilty conscience?
What if I just closed Minecraft, huh? What if I just wiped my computer? Then what would you do?
Do you really think I'm contained to just Minecraft?
It's over now. You don't need to worry about him. Thank you for your help. I will take it from here.
This entire time, Jay was hiding his past from us, acting as if this world was his. But he made a mistake. He was ignorant and chose to block out his past deeds and try to move on. But something was here to stop him. No, not something. Someone. Someone Jay probably wishes he never met. Maybe now that Jay is gone, Lucas can finally rest.